So what is the global aim of PREVENT PCP? It's to, of course, augment the security in public transport through innovative procurement, in this case, pre-commercial procurement of technological solution for CCTV. The pre-commercial procurement is an approach that has to have specific characteristic to be called pre-commercial procurement, and this is it has a competitive development that is divided in phases. We will see these phases later on. There should be a risk-benefit sharing under market condition, and it has to be made very clear that the PCP and the deployment of the commercial volume of that solution is divided. So there is a big divide between the production and the commercialization. So the main purpose of PCP is to develop new innovation in a sort of co-creation way between buyers and creator of said technology. I know you cannot read this, but it will be for you to check afterwards. So to deliver the goal of PREVENT PCP, it's divided in these three blue arrows, and which is the timely automatic detection of potentially dangerous abandoned or unattended items. Then the identification and tracking of the perpetrator, and an advanced crisis management system. You will see later on more details on this. PREVENT PCP builds upon a previous project, which is PREVENT. In PREVENT, it was also a project that joined R&D and pre-commercial procurements. It was also divided in phases, and with the results of PREVENT, we are now building upon that to arrive to a TLR, a readiness level that is very close to the market. So we're building on existing knowledge already. And these are the project phases of PREVENT PCP. You will see the slides a few times today. The most important thing to retain from this slide is that these are the stages of pre-commercial procurements. You need stages. You need the preparatory stages when there is the pre-tendering, when you collect all the information and all the requirements from the buyers, and the tendering stage. Then in the first phase, there is a solution design in which you involve a few solution provider. Then you have the prototype development. So from the solution design, a few of those solutions will be chosen to go on for the prototype development. And then the last phase will be operational validation, which is at the end of the project. Where are we at this point? We are towards the end. So in June 2023, we kickstarted the phase 2 of the prototype. We are currently working on the prototype of the solutions that we received, and there will be a meeting in October for project partners and members of the UOG, which is the User Observatory Group. It will be in France, currently hosted by, I think, SNCF and RATP, or just SNCF? Mainly SNCF. Once we have this prototype validated end of the year, January, then from February on, there will be the operational validation in which this solution will be sort of rolled out in real life condition. Which kind of stakeholders do we have in the project? We have buyers, which are mostly transport providers, law enforcement agencies. We have lead procurement and technical advisors, legal advisors as well, So of advisor, we have technical, legal, and social. Then we have the practitioner community leaders, of which UITP is a member as well, and the contractors. So people, organizations that we contracted as a project, they are also considered member of the project. But what I mentioned before, because of course the partnership of the project is closed, but we have a user observatory group that also gathers different experts and practitioners from public transport operators, law enforcement, security forces, and other relevant stakeholders. What is the role of the UOG? Is to foster and moderate the discussion between the PREVENT PCP and the practitioner that goes beyond our consortium. So what does the UOG does? Follow our activities, they participate in our surveys, discuss, provide, and attend the demonstration, so they can give feedback. We have at least one member of the UOG today with us, and it's an essential role in the project because, as you can imagine, when you are involved in a project, you are, breathing, eating, dreaming about the project. You know it very well, and a fresh pair of eyes from outside, what we do every day, it's very welcome for us. This is the UOG members. You will have closer look. We have the biggest part is composed by operators and authorities. Then we have UIC and two enforcement law enforcement agencies. This is the list of project partners. As you can see, we go from Spain, Italy, Greece, the Netherlands and Belgium, Poland, France, and Portugal. But what will PREVENT PCP do? What is the actual outcome of PREVENT PCP? As I mentioned before, it's the tracking of the detection of abandoned or unattended item, the tracking of the perpetrator. And here we will see how this can work. So here you see people who are talking to each other, and you will see that the gentleman leaves the bag, but is that an unattended item? It is not, because it's good to presume that those people either know each other or they briefly exchanged, and she's looking after the suitcase for him. And the intelligent algorithm of PREVENT PCP will be able to detect that that's not an abandoned item. Next, the actual detection of suspicious behavior. We see this gentleman going back and forth with a very big bag. And then what does he do? Just decided to dump the bag in a bin. Is that normal? That's really not normal. If he had a big argument with his partner, then that would have been normal. But going back and forth, and the algorithm will be able to spot this as suspicious behavior. And the automatic detection of unattended items in trains. Living, and then there is a suitcase there, and that usually what happens now is that a passenger sees that's an abandoned item and report back, but that you don't know when this happens. But with the intelligent algorithm of PREVENT PCP, this will be detected much earlier and much more consistently. So these are only a few of the example of what PREVENT PCP will be able to make. And we don't have it here, but one of also a very important aspect is that PREVENT PCP algorithm will be able to track the perpetrator. So the guy who dumped his bag in the bin, then we will be able to track it through the network of the buyer. So I hope this is clear enough for everybody. I know that many of you have already know about the project and are involved in it, but if there are questions at this point, you can raise your hand and we will answer. In the meanwhile,